Good evening, everybody, and welcome in to tonight's scrim on Watchpoint Haven. This is Rocky Top 76, and I'll be flying solo tonight. Hope, Birch, you feel better. We'll just kind of get into the scrim here. We've got Pizza Planet facing off against Rogue Knight. I think both teams are participating in Tier 2 of Mama's Overwatch League, moving into Overwatch Oasis, I think is the name change for the next season. So we're going to be, I think, playing 4 maps tonight. The first one coming up is Busan, and we will get right into it. We have a volunteer from the audience. Jump on in Chaos when you get the chance. So Chaos is going to join me in the casting booth here in just a few minutes when he gets on Overwatch. Alright. On the red team will be the Rogue Knights. The blue team will be Pizza Planet getting started. So we're seeing right now, I see an echo. I don't know if that'll stick, but also Mora. Cat's on the Lucio, her new main. Eldritch is on the Reinhardt, along with Beats on Zarya. And Night Starling is running the Reaper. Over on Pizza Planet's side, we've got Nerdy on his Reinhardt, along with Broadband on the Diva. Mantis is running the Sombra tonight, and they've got an Echo also. Wrench has switched off onto May from the Echo on Rogue Knights. We got Insane on support, and Mora, and Badmass64 the Mercy. Super Ninja goes down early, but gets rezzed. Get a battle here around the cylinder at the top. Rhine battle. It looks like the Knights, though, are a little bit more grouped up, and they're able to focus fire and burn that Rhine down, as long as the Diva's also demeched. Super Ninja nearly backcaps on the Echo, but Cat has come over to challenge them, and the new kill beam with Echo was able to take her out for a brief capture by Pizza Planet. And here comes the rest of the Knights to move in and retake it at only 5% capture by Pizza Planet there to start, and the Knights have already caught up and are ahead, 6-5. Cat is back with their team, and they're holding the doors. Night Starling doing a little bit of poke damage there. The team are going to push up into this, and the May walls them off right away. Eldritch misses the charge, and Nerdy's able to actually get back to the team and shatter into the shield, I think, on that. And Eldritch pays forward and they're counter shattered. Mantis picks off Rinse and Cat. Bedmass gets the raise onto Super Ninja's Echo. And they move back onto point. Looks like Pizza Planet will capture this. Nice Starling with the ult. Kills 4! Huge to defend that point and stop the capture. And the Rogue Knights are going to hold. Amazing play by Night Starling on the Reaper there. And the Rogues wasting no time. They are moving right back up to hold the choke point here on the high ground. Both teams feeling each other out here. Back and forth. Fire strikes into each other. There comes a Diva Bomb with the Sombra, and they were a little bit down the stairs and were able to line of sight that. And the Rogues are going to follow up with the May ult here. We do have Sombra on point. One-on-one battle with Star, and she gets the better of that deal. Now we've got Eldritch charging the Diva in to demech her, and they clean up. And another fight won by the Knights. They just a Mercy on the high ground, and Insane got cleaned up there. A good hold by, counter charge by Eldritch underneath, and the grab to keep them in their place. Good first round. Good battle back and forth. The Knights got the better of that one, and Night Starling's big play on the Reaper there was able to hold that one key take that Pizza Planet looked like they were going to get by taking out 4 of them. Alright, we'll head downtown now. Let's see if the teams change anything up here. It looks like we may see Pharmacy on the side of Pizza Planet this time around. Don't have counters for the rogues starting off, and I see Chaos is here. Let's see if I can get him in. Alright, so they got a counter charge there on the Rhine, and he's frozen immediately and dropped. Good teamwork always by the Rogue Knights. Another freeze and D-Mech on a tank. Mantis, though, on the Echo this time. Able to get a couple of picks. Hey, there's Chaos. Welcome in.
So, yeah, Reaper presses triangle equals GG.
Did you see that? That was huge play for that first round.
That was a very impressive play by Knight. I initially thought it was going to be what Kat has lovingly called the gold thing, but it turned out to just be a 9,000 IQ play in actuality.
So we got Pizza Planet got the take here, and now they're out here defending at the choke.
Rockets is going to get Kat.
Yeah. Riss has switched off to help counter the Pharah now. Pizza Planet came out with the Pharmacy, and Rogues didn't have a counter for the first push.
We have cross streams here. Both defensive ults coming in from Pizza Planet. That's a very charged Zarya for Bees right now, too. That's going to be dangerous.
Getting the res here on Nerdy in the back, but that might just be ult charge, as that Ryan is alone.
Yep.
He does take Eldritch out. And there's a Pharah coming in.
Ooh, Bees that's with the disrespect there, jeez.
I think they got him in that grab.
They got him and him alone in the grab, but I don't know about that one, Chief.
It's a big one to give up, but the Rogue Knights are keeping them staggered here.
That's true.
It looks like they're probably going to even things out at least with that 42-35 score currently.
We see Knight routinely popping up just to get on top of the buildings and take pot shots at the both of the birds, as it were.
Wow, she goes for the teleport.
To kill all 3 of the 2.5 birds. Oh Lord, she has 1 rock, 3 birds. How do you like that?
I believe Knight's heard enough in her lifetime about having to switch to counter the flying heroes, and she's developed alternate means of taking those out, it looks like.
I mean, she's definitely a very handy hit scan player as well, but right now she's pretty content just chilling on that Reaper, and thanks to these buildings, she's able to jump up and actually contest the birds in midair.
Oh, big shatter. No, he's gonna get the Mercy. Huge pick by Eldritch there.
Yep, there we go.
The Knights
into a lot.
Are gonna, with these fully charged on this Zarya here.
This feels like this is gonna be it right here, unless Pizza Planet's able to really come up with something special. We've seen Echo kind of on the back here. Was trying to contest Cat, but Cat says, nah, none of that.
Cat has killed the Echo twice with headshots by Lucio, and Mantis had his ult there. They don't make it back.
Counter charge stops it, and that's it.
Great showing by the Knights on the first, and including Night Starling showing up in 2 huge plays.
Let's see which one gets play of the game.
It has to be that quad.
Yep, that's what it's gonna be. Just and the teleport, just innocently in the middle of everybody, and they're just like, "What's that noise?"
She actually got 5 there. Yeah, she finished off the Rhine too.
Very impressive play.
All right, well, huge plays by the Reaper. 9 Death Blossom kills and 2 Blossoms. So
only.
Yeah, I mean, she can only do 3 better than that.
I guess if you want to look at it that way.
It's always good to have goals, right?
Yeah, I don't know much about the Pizza Planet lineup other than Psycho Mantis, so you'll might have to fill me in on some of what we can expect there.
Well, there's a lot of new guys on this team. So I know Super Ninja was on one of the other teams last season, and Nerdy joined Mantis late in the year. He's a tank main, and then Insane played for another team as a tank too. He was on support tonight. I'm not familiar with Broadband, Bedmass, or I guess that's the two I don't know on that team.
Well, we're gonna find out then.
Yeah, so we're gonna head over to the next map, which will be Eichenwald.
All right. So moving over from Control to a hybrid map. We'll see, maybe that's a little bit more Pizza Planet speed. I mean, Rogue Knights, they had excellent point control on both sides, and well, I guess the first one was a little bit different because the first one was ended with a button press, but the second one, they were willing to give up ground until they were actually able to come back with full force, get a pick or two, and then just steamroll it from there. So on the other side, you know, I did see that the Pizza Planet's Echo did show some pretty good knowledge of the Echo, was able to manage the high ground pretty well up until Knight started climbing up the building and throwing rocks.
Yep. Absolutely.
Now I want her teleported up there as a Sigma so she can literally throw rocks. I think that would be like best case scenario here.
So we've got Star switching out, and Chaotic coming in for the Knights, and I will wait for subs for Pizza Planet.
Do they have extra bodies? I didn't see any extra spectators for Pizza Planet, unless they have somebody that hasn't joined.
We were trying to get somebody in earlier. It doesn't look they're going to be able to make it. I'm just going to confirm with Mantis before we move on. But
of course, that's always best to be safe there.
Make sure there's nobody down here. I didn't scroll far enough to see that join. Nope, don't see anything.
Yeah, but I heard you take a couple of little comments at Kat there about being a Lucio main, and I think those headshot kills kind of are upticking her value a little bit there.
I don't know why she doesn't just go ahead and make the switch to DPS. I mean, she does it on support. Right. Maybe to give herself a challenge. Maybe it's too easy for her. You know, so
it's got to be that. You know, she plays like really challenging heroes like Hanzo and stuff like that in her spare time. So I'm sure this is just, you know, the rest of the world has to have a chance.
Yeah, exactly. Confirming with the captains here.
I see two people, Glob Dragon, who I think is Rogue Knights, and then Ragnar. Oh, I feel. Oh yeah, Ragnarok Alex. I remember that name.
Both of those are now Pizza Planet people.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Glob did play with Catastrophe in the BT League.
That's what I'm thinking of. That's what it was.
She's actually been with Mantis for quite a bit.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, in that case, it looks like we are kind of waiting for Glob to finish joining, but it looks like Alex has fully joined, from my perspective at least.
Yeah, he's going to actually move in for Mantis here.
Oh, really? Huh. Interesting.
I'm guessing because there's nothing for Mantis to hook off the map that he's going to set this one up.
Right. But yeah, this should be interesting. So I am very excited to see what new stuff Pizza Planet's going to bring into this. You know, especially I have played with and against Psycho quite a few times in scrims, and he's a very impressive player. So it looks like we have another one in Muffin Pirate as another player that's joined that I assume for Pizza Planet.
It looks like.
So I'm interested to see what else they're going to bring to the table.
Yeah, so it looks like Super Ninja is going to swap out. And the pirate is going to switch in. Yep, there he is. She is.
So
I don't know.
A couple of rotations for both teams then, kind of to keep the lineups a bit fresh. I think it's always a good idea. All right, looks
Get
like
everybody.
All the spectators are properly colored.
Swap to blue team. And let's see if Mantis has finally got everybody here and good to go.
Hopefully. Yeah, I immediately, a question was answered that I was going to ask on the stream about if we were going to see Echo tonight, and I immediately saw 2, then 1, but seeing Echo come out, I feel like I had this same discussion when Baptiste and all the other characters were new. It feels like a double-edged sword, where if your team hasn't practiced a lot with it, then or practiced against it for that matter, then it can be kind of an unexpected hookup. But if you are really good with it, but the other team has also played it a bit, then you don't really get any more advantage than, say, playing a Pharah or something like that. But
right.
I understand the logic behind Pizza Planet picking 2.5 birds for that comp, because there was at that point they switched to the Widow, Rogue Knights did, but really they didn't have a lot of hit scan that could have dealt with it other than Knight Starling becoming an honorary Starling and flying up and throwing rocks at him.
Alright, looks like Mantis is still thinking about it over here on his side. So we'll feel a little bit more time.
Hey, there's a lot of options, man. You got to be sure.
Well, both teams flirted with Echo and Spawn. I'm not surprised that Mantis rolled it out. He likes to go against the grain and try some of the things that are outside the norm and kind of step outside the box there. So that. Not surprised they ran it. They actually had two different guys, I think, ran it on, one on attack and one on defense there. And so we'll see what they bring for Eichenwald.
Yeah, and I was in the middle of trying to figure out why my PlayStation was moving slowly, and then realizing that Minecraft needed to update right in that minute, so it was going to slow everything down to a crawl.
There you go. Nothing like maybe a 4 or 5 gig update or something like that to get the old internet.
I don't doubt that. I hit the delete button real fast, and here we are.
Good call. Nice audible. Alright, looks like they are ready to go, so we'll jump into our next round here. Looks like the Knights will be attacking and Pizza Planet will be defending to start out.
Correct. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw either team go with that kind of double bird comp again on attack, at least, because with all the skylines and less areas for a Reaper to teleport up and throw rocks, I feel like you could take advantage here.
Yeah, and you've got also spawn advantage, obviously, on the attack, so it's a quick switch if you need to get off where the defense doesn't have that option here. It's a little bit of a run back.
Yeah, as is the detriment of many hybrid maps, you lose a life. It's going to cost you a lot more than it would on the attacker side.
And the Pizza Planet strat did kind of work that first push because the Knights didn't have really a strong counter. Rinse switched over to the Widow, though, on 2CP wasn't that big of a detriment. They were able to take it right back.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we see a little bit of a switching of the guard of healers on Rogue Knights, where Knight has taken up the Reddit Lucio position and Cat has gone to Moira. Otherwise, pretty similar to what we've seen. Chaotic on the Reaper instead. Rinse picking up the hit scan in the on the other side. They're running Baptiste and Moira as their healers, with Rein Diva versus the Rein Zarya and Soldier and Ashe. So comparable comps, a couple of switches, and that's always more fun than seeing an exact mirror comp. Yeah, in my humble opinion.
Yeah, the two range hit scans for Pizza Planet. You don't have really maybe for the bird or maybe an Echo here, but I'm not going to get that from the Rogue Knights.
But an interesting thing to note is that neither team is actually running a Mercy this time.
Do people still play Mercy?
If they haven't gone and mastered Lucio, maybe they'll play more Mercy. But first one to fall is going to be Insane on that Baptiste, falling to Eldritch's big hammer boy, Reinhardt.
Got a lot.
Charge for charge, the miss into a crush.
They really did a good job of splitting them there. They kind of had the Night Starling go to the left and then came back around to the right there, and they just split the team in half.
Oh, that's unfortunate. They stagger the D.Va, so the D.Va's going to be split off with a far back spawn. So that's going to take a while for D.Va for Broadband to get back.
And we've got Chaotic Phoenix now on the Reaper. He's up high ground in the castle, hiding up here.
Yep. I possessed my way over to him. Looking for probably that Ashe you assume is going to be up on the parapets, or the Soldier, or both. Plus the Baptiste. Ooh, and he drops.
He's going to find 2, 3, 4 of them over there, but he's able to get out.
Looks like it, yeah. Risky business, but able to get out.
Ooh.
Ooh, and that's a heck of a shot there from Bedmass. Immediately going to get taken out by Chaotic, but losing Night Starling, one of the healers, could be a problem if your Moira wasn't ulting. And there's cross beams for the Moiras.
But Ragnarok, known for his DPS, Mora. I haven't really seen it so far.
Ooh, Shatter catches the Baptiste on the ground there.
It's kind of alone there, though. We shattered and found 5 other enemies around him.
Ooh. Oh no, Bob ended up getting launched way back down in the hallway there. Looks like they're trying to boop him away so he's completely irrelevant.
They're able to do that.
A little bit of a far shot, and that's a problem.
Reaper, they've got the Rhine surrounded. Yeah. Well, the team's kind of getting back here on the right.
Pick off Ragnarok.
Yeah, they.
And it looks like that they're gonna have to give it up here. Yep.
Yeah. It's probably a good move to retreat there.
Take whoever you have left alive and just run with it.
I was talking the other day about this map. It seems like point 2 has just become like a railroad situation on this map anymore. Like, you lose 1 or 2, you get that big stagger, the big run back, and teams just can't seem to catch up and regroup until you get to this.
Right, and that's because of the spawn. So Chaotic is up there, but that Flame Slash tells me that they're aware that he's up there. Oh, here comes some ults.
And we got Phoenix in the back to finish him off with his ult. Let's see, he's going to hold it, because there's only 2 of them.
Knight again, but it looks like that's still going to equate to a lot of progress. Broadband goes down. And then Cat ends up picking off Ragnarok as well. Is that just it? That's just it.
Yeah, they're just going to walk it in.
I'm not sure, I didn't see where Bedmass was at the end of that, but they seemed to drop out of the sky, so I think what happened is Chaotic was zoning them out until that very last minute.
Yeah, he was top left there looking to sniper, maybe get some dynamite on some people, and Chaotic came right up to his face and pushed him down the back, and then they were able to walk it in. Well, it was impressive. Just under 5 minutes for the Rogue Knights to push it all the way through.
That is a very commanding start there. The Pizza Planet right now, I think, if only for morale, really wants to get above 4 minutes to kind of show, like, hey, we can do it too, we're cool too. Like, yeah. I think that'd be really important for them, but at the very least they need to get it to the back.
Oh, here we have a Mercy Junkrat. Now things are starting to look more like Overwatch, I know.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty wonky combo. I'm not sure who would run that, but it's bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out.
All right, and you know, the Knights are really strong in their aggression, especially on the tank line, and they just did not take their foot off the gas there at all. And then Knight Starling plays a crazy red at Lucio, as you mentioned.
God, Knight, please.
So they're already in the spawn to start.
And we see... Get out of there, guys. So, oh, you know what? That wasn't just BM. Knight turned up the emote so they wouldn't hear the trap, potentially. Yeah. That's 9,000 IQ.
And they get the Sombra right off the bat.
Wow! That is 9 million IQ right there. I am impressed and mad all at the same time.
I'm totally not going to steal that.
I was going to say, well, now we're all just going to tuck that away in the playbook.
Come on, Chaotic. Kill him the old-fashioned way with grenade spam. Come on. We don't need to be going there.
Alright, well, it looks like Pizza Planet, so unfortunately Broadband, the first one, just lost mech theirs, is up top. And Ragnarok going down right after this. Here we go. Rogue Knights, unfortunately, it was rolling in, but Insane getting the pick. But
look at that res.
Uncontested, Cat gets the res.
Eldritch smelled blood after that D-mech, and he was pushing in and ran right into the Sombra hack, I think.
And they're hacking Knight. They want no more of that discography nonsense.
The Pizza Planet's now tried to run the Sombra a few times, get some good work in before the season starts here to see what they can do with her.
Muffin going down there. Early pick on the DPS is going to make this a tricky push.
These are supercharged, but also hacked.
Yeah, getting another one. Broadband again getting picked, so the Moira ult used defensively here just to try and keep him alive. The Shatter's going to catch at least 2.
Oh, he's stunned though.
Ooh, that was a good flash ping to stop the charge.
So the teams are definitely... I mean, I don't think there's enough DPS on the part of Pizza Planet with I mean, they're getting some value out of the Sombra, obviously, but not enough to push all the way through.
I would agree with that. We see Bedmass has switched over to Ana now to get a little bit more fast injection heals.
You see Chaotic is just waiting to use that tire, drop it right on their face, and...
there it is. Speaking of... Is it gonna go? It gets the Ana. So Bedmass down. That's one of your primary heals down, and that back headset's gonna use Valkyrie in response. Comes a low noon right there. That was a hack. It is gonna pick off Knight.
She just dropped beat
goes
too.
Down. Yeah, but it doesn't end up mattering because Cat immediately there for the res. And we see Bees just running in there. No fear with the hack. Does not care.
You got supports like that at your back. They don't have very much fear.
Agreed.
The hack
and Knight once again beat turned off. Oh, that's a huge grab. That's got a bunch
everybody.
There goes Eldritch trying to run in. Noon doesn't get anything. Eldritch gets slept. And Eldritch goes down there. Res used right before that.
So we played against Nerdy a few times before, man, and that hammer swing reminds me of somebody I used to play against. He doesn't really... he's still going after the Junkrat, even though the pocket mercy on him.
That's, you know what, that's the no shield only swing mentality right there. And a couple kills back for Rogue Knights is shut down this push by Pizza Planet. Rent's getting a pick at the very end there too. 40 seconds left. This is going to be Pizza Planet. Oh no! Oh, Rinse. True teammates. The teabag and the shield and heal. That's how you know you got good friends right there.
Yep. They got his back, literally.
Oh no. Anyway. So Pizza Planet trying to muster what they got left. As far as ults, they're going to have Shatter, they're going to have Nano Boost. Versus a Tire and a Shatter on Rogue Knights.
Big charge with the Ana.
The boost. Here comes the Tire in response. It's going to get 3 in the back.
Both supports.
And there's Shatter. It's not going to get anything because of the shield. There's Baby Diva on point, going to get nooned, and I think that's going to be the end of it.
The Rogue's just making sure to use all their ults there, getting max value, and we'll go up to 2-0.
You know, can't argue with results. I like several of the matching skins as well.
And look at that, a Junkrat play of the game.
That's awful. Ugh. Rhine plays are like a million times better, just saying.
Huge.
Like, honestly, I'm going to use this as a moment to knock on Eldritch for just clearly slacking for not getting a play. Like, come on, Eldritch.
And we see Nerdy on the board for Pizza Planet, and then Chaotic Cat and Bees for the arcades.
100%.
And Bees is going to end up getting the votes.
So that's tough for Pizza Planet, not getting a tick on first point. Had that definitely happen here before, but man, they just could not get a lot of traction.
Yeah, I think you had pointed it out. I think their problem there is that they really weren't running either they needed the Sombra to try and be more aggressive with the hacking to shut down Eldritch more, but that didn't seem like, I don't know, I feel like the hacks weren't enough. I feel like you would have wanted a Junkrat or even a Reaper, just something to disrupt a little bit more either the front shields or the back line. Like, I don't know. I feel like they definitely needed something else to start bothering and disrupting Rogue Knights, because Rogue Knights left unchallenged like that where they could just do what they want. You saw how they played. Like, you need to get back there and disrupt.
Absolutely, and they just didn't get it going fast enough. They tried some switches there toward the end, and I think it was just too little too late on that standpoint.
Exactly, and that's something like you see it all the time, and I've done it myself plenty of times where it's like you just kind of get into panic mode where you're like, oh my god, this isn't working, let's try this, let's try that, and then you just start juggling everything and just throw it at the wall and hope that something's sticking. But more often than not, that doesn't end up doing it for you.
All right, I got some substitutions coming in. Mantis will come back, Super Ninja will come back. Both of those guys played first round.
Okay.
Nerdy and Broadband will set this one out and spectate the red team.
They gotta switch to red, yeah. Rocky, you're being told that you're not getting any more reses, just so that you're aware.
If I had a nickel for every time I've heard that, just from Mango alone.
Well, hey, this one's coming from Birch, so it's okay. The team is equally denying you res.
Let's see. Chaotic Sand for Night. And yeah, I'm not. They, you know. Oh, here's Mango. As soon as I say her name.
And speak of the devil, Rocky was talking shit. Oh man, your team is on the ball. I have to applaud them for being on the ball to shit on their captain. That's amazing.
It's like the bat signal goes up, I think, sometimes. And all right, so we're going to Gibraltar and getting some subs here for the Knights. I love these are two of my favorite maps, Gibraltar and Eichenwald. If we can get some Hollywood too, that would be amazing.
I mean, I'm down for Eichenwald. Eichenwald is honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Eichenwald or Gibraltar, but with how things have been going lately and with nerfs to shields, I am a lot more comfortable on Eichenwald now than Gibraltar, I'd say.
So B's is going to set out this one. I think Chaotic is in for Knight. Yep.
Chaotic and Knight are both in at this point.
Yeah, so Knight's going to set out this one.
Okay.
And I believe we're going to see Yellow in for, and Ying is also in. Let me just swap over to spectators and see if the teams are...
Ying _rule 34 _uwu, sir.
I just sorry I didn't get his surname in there.
You gotta.
Yeah. He went through the effort to name him that. I should go through the effort to call him that. All right, let's see.
And, don't forget to switch star to blue spec as well.
I'll do that.
There we go. Okay, everything looks good from my perspective. Yeah, but we definitely some more swaps to the roster for both sides, but we need to see something different from Pizza Planet is what it comes down to, because they ran two similar-ish comps. We didn't really see a lot of rotation from the tanks, and not that the tanks were doing bad, but I don't know. I feel like you could have maybe taken advantage of like a Sombra hack into a Sigma Rock or something like that. You know, like I feel like they could have definitely benefited from some more swaps from something. I don't know. I don't know what the key is.
All right, I think we are good to go here. So Gibraltar, high ground is super valuable here, and a lot of people make the mistake of not taking it or taking their pushes up there to clear the defense off of it.
Yeah, I've fallen prey to that many a time, and I feel that there's also Titanic 3 or 4, I believe, that I have to shake my fist at contractually now.
Oh, that's right. This is our first boat map of the evening.
It's it's weird, you know. If you're contractually obligated to Curse of Boats, it's a fun time. I'm glad I had that written into the contract, but it can be a little weird sometimes.
I mean, it's kind of interesting to actually see boats with cargo out moving again. So I don't think there's a lot of that happening right now. So that's always a good thing that Gibraltar's...
People can be cargo depending on your definition.
That's true. All right, let's see what we're gonna get. Looks like some dive on the part of Pizza Planet.
Oh yeah. That's as I'm like yeah.
Dive v dive actually. So this could be interesting on dive defense.
Yeah. I definitely would favor the dive on attack more than defense because, as we already talked about, you have that ability to, you know, if you die on attack, you have the opportunity, at least the beginning part of each of the sections, to spawn faster.
Yeah, and we do see an Echo again for Pizza Planet here. I know Super Ninja. Yeah, I know he plays a lot of Genji, but also plays a lot of Pharah against us some last season. So maybe the Echo is a little bit similar play.
So Mark Dart coming in from Chaotic, they're gonna kind of know, and ooh, and Muffin getting the first pick right on the rinse, just cracked right in the head there. And I'm loving the battling, but okay, there we go. The Widow now. We see the Widow dropping to start pushing the payload and then backing up and then going forward, and finally Pizza Planet returns.
Yeah, I mean,
Eldritch the Mad Monkey there, Jesus.
The high ground we talked about earlier, both these teams able to get there with the dive comps they're running. It's always interesting to see Dive run on defense, though, but they seem to be able to kind of keep it together here.
Eldritch is managing his abilities really well as he dies. He was managing his abilities really well to dive in and out, but he gets rezzed by Cat.
Yeah, he's right back.
Yeah, that Widow is willing to take those body shots. But Mantis goes down to Chaotic. And then Chaotic gets rezzed.
Give up the front here, but Pizza Planet's not getting much movement on the payload.
And there's a couple picks there from Ying on the D.Va, getting 3 in total there.
Wow.
Cleaning up everything that the rest of the team put down.
Just burning them down.
Ooh, Tracer now. Brent switches to the Tracer and is just kind of jumping all over Pizza Planet. Those sights now for Pizza Planet.
Kind of early. They're not really there to take advantage of it. I guess you can see positioning, that sort of thing, as your approach, but...
I mean, I guess it's valuable as a dive team just because you know where your best opportunity is to dive, but Love and Pirate getting a kill, Rin's getting a kill back on the Psycho. And it looks like we have a copied Winston for the Echo here.
Yep. Double Winston.
Double Harambe, double trouble here. I heard Winston. That's funny. Ooh, and a couple picks coming in for Rogue Knights. Several picks coming in for Rogue Knights. The Copy Monkey not able to get it done, and that's going to be a wipe if they can get the Mercy. That will be just about... Oh, there's a Wrecking Ball. My bad. There it is. That's a wipe.
Yeah, so if I'm Pizza Planet, I think I'm switching here. They don't have any ults, really, besides the...
They've got both tank ults, and they've got the Lucio. So it's... If they do a really well coordinated dive, it's going to be 3 ults versus 3 ults. So we'll see how they handle it. And immediately we see both of the tanks going in for Pizza Planet, and we drop the minefield down into the Winston ult. Rince gets a pick, and so does Eldritch.
So you get both tank ults in the front, and all of Rogue Knight's behind them, and the payload's not moving at all.
Yeah. Psycho does pick up Rince at the end of the fight. That's going to equate to a little bit more progress for them.
It's got a quick run back, especially with the Tracer here, though.
Yeah, we see Super Ninja switch over to Reaper, and I think that's super important against this comp. Buffin getting a pick onto Eldritch to start this. Lucio ult, going to keep the team going. We have sights, we have a bomb.
Oh, they got Ninja on that one.
Ooh, and Insane with the Widows getting a couple picks there. Rez is successful on the yellow, but then everybody else, unfortunately, is going to kind of go to the slaughter.
Cat able to get that res off just enough before she died, and then she's gonna have a quick run back from spawn. This is the rest of the Rogue Knights push up.
I was gonna say, if I'm that Winston, I would have been pushing the payload. That could have been a back cap there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would definitely he was well hidden. They didn't know where Psycho was. I feel like you could have at the very least squeaked out a little bit more progress. But I think the tanks need to have made this switch 2 minutes ago. Like,
yeah.
Right now, I don't know. Dragons
zoning out.
On Insane.
Zoning ult's there. There's no way to get to payload.
Yep. Psycho ends up dying because he tried to jump to point into the dragons.
Just Lucio here.
Lucio and Moira, but
boom.
There's a D.Va bomb. Gonna kill Insane on his way back, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, it was a decent start, and then when they got underneath the tunnel, as you can normally get stalled out on this map, that seemed to be what happened.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's hard to dive under the tunnel and making any progress with the payload like that.
Yeah, they definitely needed to switch something up. It was like you said, it worked decently in the beginning. You know, they kind of put Rogue Knights to the test. They were fighting them on toe to toe with that, but once you got to about, minute and a half, 2 minutes in, and you are still stuck in that tunnel, you got to switch something. Like, the Reaper switch, excellent, but they didn't make any other changes. Not until it was too late. Yeah.
All right, let's see what they come out with here. Maybe they can get a shutdown. See Ragon Mercy, Bedmass on... Well, he's going to switch over to the Moira for this one, so... I'll get some people joining us.
I was going to say, that would be Solus joining on me. There we go. Okay, so I was gonna say, I see the pulled pork for Pizza Planet. I see Psycho on the hero I know him for, at least, and I think most people know him for. So I like the switches to Comfort. I think the Torb can be useful in certain situations. And
a lot of people
the
playing
Reaper,
the Torb.
I think, is also important.
Yeah, a lot of people playing Torb nowadays. I've seen it in Overwatch League even. So.
I mean, hey, nothing's gonna beat Houston Outlaws doing it. They did it first. We all can remember that.
That's true. And there's Torb.
Immediately gets ripped a new one.
Torb with the first kill. Rinse is able to get a counter pick.
Dropping together. I think this is the other important thing that Pizza Planet's already picking up in Strat is they're together. They're all together there, and Psycho getting a good pick on the Rinse too.
So, Rogue Knights here, I think I would go up to the high ground.
Great hook for Psycho.
You could make it rotate. If you go up above them and kind of drop behind them, they're going to be scattered a little bit, and you'll be behind the shield.
Yeah, the other thing is that we see the pulled pork, the combination coming in perfectly for Pizza Planet there. It's led to several kills already. We have an immediate swap, though. We have Eldritch back onto the Reinhardt now, and Rinse over to McCree off the backup. And Chaotic onto the Reaper. Eldritch is going man mode up front there. But his barrier's popped, and he's going to go down for it.
Counter more is again.
Lots of we're seeing lots of signs of life here. Oh well, I cast her Cursed Rinse a little bit on that one. We're seeing a lot of life now out of Pizza Planet. They're getting the picks that they need. They're getting a DPS. They're getting a healer. Like they're getting the squishies, and removing those, they're slowly picking apart what Rogue Knights is trying to do.
But the Pizza Planet's got so much sustain. So you've got like Mantis on the Hog, which is like almost unkillable anymore, and you've got Amora the self heal. Yep.
Molten Core traded for the beat, but it's not going to be enough to save yellow. Rinse is going to get a pick onto the Brigitte.
It's out.
On the Bedmass.
They're making a little bit of progress here. Ooh, there's a shatter. Oh, the Reaper though.
Reapers not getting anything. And there's a high noon in response. We're just saying red, blue, back and forth.
That might be enough here. Pizza Planet needs to get up and hold this choke.
We have Psycho in the wings there. Got a good hook, and that picks off Rinse. His ult is going to kind of put a stall to this push.
It was a good play by Mantis. He was looking for that McCree to make sure that he could get that stun out of the way before he popped his Roadhog ult.
I will kind of argue with Ragnarok using the Moira beam there. That I don't think was necessary in forcing the retreat, but we will see.
May have been a little bit of a panic on his part in case it didn't work out.
Just, you know, ensure that it's over there. One problem with Orisa is that her shield goes down really easy nowadays.
You got a
Yang with the first pick there.
Supercharger here going down.
So no extra blood there. Here comes the Reaper ult, but it's going to be Reaper for Reaper. Both Reapers are dead.
Oh, that's going to be huge there. That's going to do it, I think.
In the back there to kill Psycho. We have the Moira right now just trying desperately to stay alive. Ragnarok trying, and now it's going to be the Torb. Little man, not enough.
It was a good battle, though. I mean, it didn't look like that, you know, Pizza Planet got a lot of progress, but they put up a hell of a defense on that one.
Yeah, no, the swaps there were what they needed. Clearly, I think they were trying new things, and they would have benefited from just going from Comfort from the beginning. But Ying is going to end up getting the play here. Everybody's kind of low, and then the wave. He gets the Insane's Wrecking Ball, trying to roll up.
We see Ying and Eldritch, the tanks on the board, and Cat again. Won't let anybody else play. And then Muffin Pirate on the Torb on the carb.
I mean, hey, when you can flex, you gotta flex, right?
I guess that's how they do.
Yeah, that was I liked that a lot better from Pizza Planet though. Like that felt, I guess in a way I'd say that felt like the most coordinated we've seen from them. Like we could tell on Eichenwald, for example, they were trying to line up hacks with shatters and stuff like that, but it just wasn't clicking in the way that this pulled pork protect the Torb turret comp just did for them on Gibraltar.
I agree. Yeah, they had a lot of sustain with that comp under the tunnel. You know, you got the Tor being able to get his armor, and you've got Brig in there to kind of grind things out and heal the group as she does their DPS, and Orisa, and you know, just self-healing Reaper. Just got a lot going on with that. It's kind of hard to push through there anyway, so it's so narrow, and you got to run right into all that damage. But
Oh yeah.
they were able to get a few picks and get through it.
Most definitely. Yeah, that was definitely the most competitive, because I believe Rogue Knights was under a minute at the end there. So Pizza Planet really put it to them there. And I feel like if they can bring that same energy, they have a chance to take a map back here.
All right, we're going to go to Hanamura for the last one. Definitely love-hate with that map, especially the point 2.
Yeah, I feel that.
We'll see if, I know Mantis has quite a few interesting strats for this map, so we'll see if he breaks any of those out tonight. Because we've scrimmed these guys a lot, and we've seen about all of them, I think. I
mean, hey, at this point, with them being 3 maps down, it's kind of you try whatever you want. That's generally what I would tell my team if we were that far down. It's like, you know what, just do whatever. Like, this is where you want to try out the harebrained strats, because it's just for fun.
All right, so for Pizza Planet, we've got Insane coming out, we've got Bed Mask coming out, and we've got, let's see, Nerdy and Clean going in. So Nerdy's coming in to the blue team. I think I saw Clean join us. Yep.
I know I did, because I raised my eyebrow. I mean, hey, to each their own. Whatever you want to name yourself, man. I ain't gonna judge.
And let's see, for Road Knights, we've got Cat setting out the last map here.
Oh, well, I guess that means that somebody else is gonna have the chance to play. I hope that somebody else can take up the carry mantle, Cat.
So we got Star coming in to take that up.
Okay.
Let's see, Knight and Chaotic, and it's like Eldritch is going to go out.
Ooh, okay. This is an interesting swap. Having both of the quote-unquote, like having the captain and the shot caller get taken out. This is going to be an interesting comp, and I think we're probably going to see something a little different here.
Knight is in for this one. Bees is in. Who am I missing? Knight, Chaotic, Star, Yellow, Ying, and Bees. Who is the one who's not supposed to be there? Rinse is out.
Rinse is coming out for Bees, yeah. Very interesting. Also, you may want to put yourself to spec all.
Good call.
Rocky, being a very biased caster, immediately showing his alliance. Just saying.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mantis is a former teammate of mine. Day red only.
Let's see here.
Day red only.
I think that's looking correct to me. All right. Well, this is going to be interesting. I'm like I said, this is going to be kind of an out there comp, I think, for Rogue Knights, and I'm very curious what roles people are going to occupy, because many of them can flex to different things. So we'll see kind of who falls into what role.
See, Nation has joined the chat. What's up, Nation?
He's been talking about feed or something.
Low box is here. 3-0 so far for Rogue Knights.
The Knights.
Cat is checking with Star to see if they're all good on the Knights. There's no captain in. Mantis has confirmed that Pizza Planet is good to go.
Nation, Hey, you guys were talking about it. I'm just peeking over and checking the chat every now and then. Like you can't get mad at me about that. Come on. All right, this what are we thinking? Symmetra teleporter at least once. It's got to be at least once. Like that always happens once on this map.
Yeah, I usually ask my team if they want to do this the easy way or the hard way, and we'll see if Symmetra comes out for either team here.
I personally, I'm not a big fan of those strategies, but you know, it can work. I say that knowing full well that there's footage out there of us doing it to success, but that doesn't mean I have to like it.
Yeah, never let the facts get in the way of a good story. All right, here we go for the fourth and final map tonight.
The hard way is always whatever Rocky's way is, according to Mango.
And we'll have Pizza Planet on defense, and we'll have the Knights attacking.
Rectamundo. And everybody needs to be reminded that that Blizzard has made this map literally unplayable with some of the really shoddy, pixelated terrain outside in the non-playable city limits area that you have to fly about 10 minutes out to see. But it's there, and I know it's there, and therefore this map is unplayable.
All of the effort went into the cherry blossoms that are floating in the air.
Like, and the cherry blossoms are cool, but have you seen the literally unplayable sections of the map?
I have peeked at that and seen that referenced a couple of times in cast before. I mean, I don't know.
People gotta know, man. People gotta know that Blizzard does not care about their non-playable background elements. Like, it's an important detail.
There's also a lot of
overseas
strategically placed smoke across the town too to help even cover that up. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying there. Some pretty bad pixelization.
There you go. See? See?
Yeah. But look at these pine needles though on these trees. It's amazing detail.
Rocky, you could stop trying to defend Lord Kaplan. It's okay.
Jeff is going to give me that third mine one of these days. I know it's going to happen. Maybe you'll hear this.
You can believe whatever you need to, friend.
All right, we got Ryan Diva with a Lucio Junkrat.
So fairly standard. We've got Knight on the Hanzo and Chaotic getting the first pick on the Muffin with a Junkrat mine
of damage.
Diva got Bees taking up the no shield only swing mantle, running in with reckless abandon as you should.
So the Roadhog and the high field there, you'll give them a little bit of sustain, but Rogue Knights are able to kind of regroup and push them out anyway. And now the literally unkillable Roadhog.
Cycle almost getting it, but not quite. And then it's just this poor McCree left all alone.
Rag versus Lucio back here. And now Diva's coming to help out. Rag's still not dead. Still not dead.
I mean,
now dead.
That's impressive play from that Anna to keep fighting it out like that. What a hero.
Yeah. That grenade's got quite a spawn, but here they come back. And the Knights are going to be on point too. Faster than you can teleport.
Right down their throat. There's no breaks here on this train. Bees is going to go down in the immediate exchange though.
Highfield helps stall that out a little bit. Looks like it's still kind of an even.
Sigma.
Star Pup's ult.
Right now, Rover, the only one's on point.
Going to get a tick.
Yep. They're getting picks still too.
They are. Oh, there's another huge one.
Right now, that's going to be second. I think that's it.
I don't think Orisa Anna's going to make it. Nope.
Yeah, in these close quarters, it looks like this time the pulled pork was not quite enough to get the job done for Pizza Planet.
All right. Wow, so that was super fast. 5 minutes and 24 seconds still left on the clock.
I feel like we lost, what, 36 seconds? Like, it was maybe a minute 36? Like, that was blistering pace for the Rogue Knights again. Yeah, and just the entire fight, it was honestly just two very long fights. And in both instances, we had the Rogue Knights just finding a pick and snowballing it, just immediately finding another pick and another pick and another one and another one until there was just no one left.
Mace to the face.
But on defense this time, Rogue Knight's running a similar comp. We have a Mei coming in for Chaotic this time, but yellow on the Brigitte, that's pretty much the only changes. And then on the other side, we have a Zenyatta now coming in for Ragnarok, so that's a change that we haven't seen before, as well as a Mei onto Muffin. And, Farah.
Yeah, that Farah's going to be a problem here, because I think it's, especially with the Brig heals and the Mei. We'll see.
Super Ninja actually at the last minute switching back over to a Junkrat instead. Yeah, I was gonna say Knights Hanzo is not one I would mess with. So I think that was a decent switch. We'll see what happens though. We have walls going from both sides. I see somebody caught out though. That's the Mei caught out, and this is just turning into a melee. Super Ninja with the first pick on the bees.
It's a big pick.
Chaotic falling shortly after, and it looks like the Rogue Knights are actually starting to lose some ground here.
They are, yeah. You've only got a D.Va, it's not going to take too much off this team, and Manta's on that Zarya.
Knight just getting Discord into a bomb, and that's that.
Zarya Junkrat with that Discord. Man, they went through him pretty quick.
Yeah, no, that was immediate take. It almost as fast as the Knights did theirs. So, yeah, 6 minutes, 10 seconds. It's pretty similar fashion. So we have Rogue Knights setting up on the top here, either suspecting that they're gonna push in, but it looks like Pizza Planet's just gonna do the same thing, run her straight down the middle.
We've got a crossfire positioning here by the Rogue Knights, and Phoenix is up top.
Knight taking
right?
all to
Did
the
he
face,
get up?
unfortunately, is gonna take her down. Ooh. And there's picks coming in a lot for Pizza Planet. Pizza Planet is winning this fight here.
They had a lot of ults after that first round. Alright, so you got Night Starling, and you've got an on-fire Phoenix over here. And a Junkrat to take care of both of them.
Oh man, they almost had the exact same time. Rogue Knights is going to be ahead by what appears to be just a couple of seconds. There's a res.
I get a little more stagger out here. They're gonna push it under 5.
Zen, oh yeah, I think that's what they're just trying to stall as much as they can. There's a couple picks here and there, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to stop Pizza Planet's onslaught.
They got to hold those doors up there.
Sub 5, but it looks like a couple of them are trying to chase bees down here, and they are losing some bodies on the point for it. Shatter comes in, gets everyone on the point.
That's going to delay.
Spectacular shatter from bees there. Shatter from Pizza Planet misses because of the wall. D.Va Bomb goes up. It does pick Ragnarok there. Knights are clinging to life here. They do not want to give this up.
They ran it down a minute, and this Grav, not much for that actually. Rogues have pretty much gotten back.
They've
got it.
Might have gotten it
They've
back.
got it. They've got this with the spawn advantage.
That's insane.
There's a Junkrat down there. Low ground. I don't know if they see him.
Again, it was they just systematically, like, they would lose 2 or 3, but they take at least 1 with them. And like you said, that's so much more detrimental when you're on the attacker's side. Whew.
Ooh, there's a
Super
pick.
Ninja getting a pick on a Knight there.
Love playing against Mei.
But Knight will be back before the fight comes back. Like, she'll be back.
Yeah.
Comes a tire again by Super Ninja. They're aware where it is.
Too high.
Tries to stop the debuff. So 1 for 1 again. Charges for charges. D.Va Bomb goes down. Here comes the Mei freeze. Nerdy is going to get a kill before getting frozen and taken down.
Just Mantis.
Now it's just the Zarya, just Psycho, who does end up going down. And now we're under 4 minutes, almost down to 3.
And the focus fire of the Knights is just not to be messed with.
Oh, Lord.
Super smart play there by Ying, actually, to get his mech back on the respawn here. He got spawn advantage. Goes right off the edge.
Knight ends up getting picked by Super Ninja there. But again, Knight gets picked so early that she's just going to be right back. It doesn't matter. So Rogue Knight's kind of scattered about, but they're trying to block off Bees. Bees is able to get away.
And they had him, but the team didn't follow up.
Yep. Here comes the Mei freeze for Pizza Planet. Here
Every triangle.
Ooh, and that's 2 for Ying. Both healers down for Pizza Planet.
So I think if they get the heals on point, which they do, they'll be able to run this out and kind of burn these tanks down for ult charge.
Yep, absolutely. There's a baby diva and a Reinhardt
That's
and a
it.
Dream right now.
Yeah. It's a
Another
nightmare.
minute burn, 2.5 minutes.
Dream's a nightmare with the spawn advantage right there.
Yeah, it is.
All right, do we have any switches? I see a McCree now. They had him the last fight.
Yeah, super switched before the last fight to the McCree, but there wasn't a lot of impact behind it. And as far as ults go, we've only got we've got 2 over on Pizza Planet right now, and they're gonna have the Lucio beat probably for this next fight as well. On the other side, Chaotic is gonna have Pulse Bomb, but that's about it. Yellow will also have their beat soon as well. Maywall.
Man, the positioning for Rogue Knights is just gonna be very tough to get pushed through.
Oh, hey, Caster Curse, here comes the Noon, doesn't get anybody, but this is progress for Pizza
Ooh,
Planet.
they gotta get
Nobody's
it.
able to touch,
Oh.
and that's it. Yep, and that hammer just to make sure Star can't touch. Minute 30 though, we started this at over 6 minutes, so Rogue Knights bled that clock almost dry.
Yeah, that was a good 3.5 minute hold by that team to be able to keep it. Man.
Very, very impressive from Rogue Knights. Pizza Planet, I mean, I can't knock the fact that they got it, you know. It took a lot of effort, a lot of doing, and they got it, but I have to give a lot of kudos to Rogue Knights for that hold, because it was at like 90-some-odd% for so long. Like, oh my god. That's so much pressure on the defending team, and Rogue Knights just shrug it off like it's nothing. Rocky Mouse and keyboard confirmed.
Kuro never misses a moment either. All right. Well, it looks like the same comp, except we've got Mantis on Diva.
Yeah, Mantis switched to Diva towards the middle of that last push, and was getting some value, I'd say, with the Diva. The bombs were a threat. I don't know. Maybe it's the Reinhardt in me, but I'm always a huge fan of Rein Zarya. There's never a time when Rein Zarya is bad. We see Chaotic potentially going for a little bit of cheese here, trying to draw them to where this trap is hidden around the corner. But it looks like Psycho is not going to buy into any of that and flies right over it. So they see that trap as well. Pizza Planet not going to pick that easy. Chaotic the first one to go down to Super Ninja's McCree. Walls divvying up both teams right now.
And
Res comes in for
good
Chaotic. There
res.
he goes down.
Always res the Junkrat. Good things happen.
And that wall is going to guarantee both of those picks. I'd say that's, yeah, great wall from Knight there to cut him off, and that's that. Chaotic, I saw get hit by a flashbang, goes down. Ragnarok was in the back, gets killed by Star.
I thought that McCree might be hanging around a little too long, but he's able to get some value out of that. I thought he's going to get staggered there toward the end.
I'm inclined to agree with you, but yeah, no, able to get something out of it, get Chaotic, and it's the other way around now, where we have really long spawn walks for the Rogue Knights. Oop, and Knight getting pelted by some shots by that Diva. Diva Wars up top there. Flashbang doesn't get anybody. Wall is going to cut off too.
Sneak in. I don't think they saw the McCree go to point.
Yeah, he did.
Started.
Bees does go down there, but it looks like Bees is the only loss. And if they play their cards right, they might just be able to get the res.
We got 2, 3 ults. This ult here is gonna.
Oh boy, there's a tire. That's probably just gonna be the end of it.
Yep.
So Clean gets taken out. Diva Bomb gets launched. Doesn't get anybody. Ying gets the kill on the Psycho. Another bomb. Wall protects that time.
Oh, here we go. We got made it.
This is. Yeah, Ragnarok getting it picked early. It's just the May. I think that with that wall from Knight, that's gonna be the nail, and that's it.
All right, we'll see if we can get a tick from the Rogue Knights here to take the 4th map and sweep.
You know what? I want to say that it's not possible, but I swear it's happened to us before, where we've gotten blue balled like that. So we'll see.
Let's see if Bastion comes out here from Mantis. He likes to run it on this map, so we'll see if Rogue Knights get a little practice on the Bastion.
You mean Psycho or Mini Sean?
Well, you know. What's the difference?
We'll see. I mean, this is if I was in their position, I would probably try it. To be completely honest with you, hey, there's my one sim play. I called it. If I was in their shoes, I would try it. You know, double shields, Baptiste, and a Bastion, and whatever Junkrat or whatever other DPS you want to run. Yeah, there it is.
There it is.
In a bird. I mean, I don't know how I feel about the Pharah with this though, because maybe not. The Pharah I feel is risky with the healers that they're running because they're not running a Zen or a Mercy. They can get or even a Brig. They can get the quick easy heal up there. So
yeah.
Super Ninja's gonna have to play very cautiously.
Can't get the damage on the teleporter being set up though, and maybe even get a pick or two or kill it before they can get it up and running. So we'll see with the teleporter strat and where they're going to teleport to, because they're setting on point waiting.
Oh, Pharah sees it too. Pharah can call it out. Super Ninja is
they're teleporting
just
top right.
Get that around. He's trying to find the teleporter just to inch onto it. That's a pretty safe way to go, and Bees misses it, but Bees is like, I'm the Reinhardt. They pick Bees though. That was a little too slow on the I feel. Super Ninja gonna go down in exchange, but that's a pretty big hit for the Rogue Knights to lose their main tank.
Don't know about throwing the sim turrets in like that. They're not really gonna do damage, and they just easily popped.
Yeah, they were very aware of it. One Rhine swipe generally tends to put an end to that nonsense.
Yeah, I think
so with the teleporter still active, B's able to run out to the point.
They were good move on waiting for him.
Charge for charge. There's an eye field in that corner though. Trading 1-for-1 star for Nerdy right now, and it's looking like picks
that's
coming
gonna do it
from the Rogue Knights. That's a great wall.
Just got to get the Pharah down.
Not enough yet. There's some picks coming in here, but attacker or defenders have such a bad spawn advantage here. Spawn disadvantage, I should say. It's just the Moira now, and I think that is going to be the end of that.
We had some good battles there. The Rogues are able to kind of hold everything down, but definitely good games by both teams.
Yeah, it's one of those like slow build-up matches where, and Ying taking play now for the D.Va.
Second one tonight, I think.
There's the wave again.
Gotta have the style.
I can't be mad at that. Ugh. I can't be mad at that. But yeah, it felt like it was a slow build-up moment for Pizza Planet, where the entire match was leading up to them kind of building themselves up better and better. And this was, you know, this and a bit of the last map on Gibraltar was where we really started to see them take off. And it's one of those you just wish that it started, you know, map one, where they really could have put a lot more pressure on them if they had gotten to that stride earlier.
Absolutely. And apparently we're going to have a surprise map 5. We're going to go to Greece for this last one.
Oh, boy. Greece, otherwise known as Il Lewis or something like that.
Yeah, Old Man Lewis's map. Here we go.
Of course, we're going to give Psycho a little bit of a bone here, so to speak.
All right, let's see. You're going to get Cat, Eldritch, Brent's Knight, Bees, and Chaotic for this one. So Star's going to swap out. Yellow's going to swap out. Ying's going to swap out. Chaotic is in. Knight, of course, is in. I wonder what she's going to play.
All right. Hey, well, they have two. Well, they have a Reddit Lucio, and then they have just a Masters tier Lucio. So we're going to see where we get.
We're going to get Ying back, looks like. And who was the other one? Am I missing Eldritch? Do I have him in? I do not. Oh my god. This captain over here can't make her mind up.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes with the surprise map 5, you don't have the strat for that, and you're just putting it together. So it happens.
Looks like we're gonna get to see Sean on this.
Oh no! Knight's already changed her icon. Oh no! Oh dear. I think I know at least one pick on the Rogue Knights, and I know at least one pick on Pizza Planet as well.
Yeah, at least. All right, let's see who Manassy's got. He's typing now.
Yeah, I mean, in this one for fun, you know, everybody likes to play the Death Pit map just for giggles. It's always a refreshing way to kind of end where you can goof around and try and throw people into a pit of death, you know, as you do when you're having fun.
You know, there's this thing that Mantis has, at least when he plays I Need Healing, is he doesn't get to play well. So we probably bit on this map 5 or 6 times, and we might have gotten well once against him on the other side. I think it's kind of a curse for him, you know, going on in separate ways from I Need Healing, but...
I'll let you caster cursed him on
that's
top
what
of
he
that.
gets, that's right. So let's see, Insane and Broadband in for mass. Let's see, it's swap Insane and Broadband and Bed mass for Nerdy, Rag, and Muffin. So Muffin and Rag.
Just a funny meme that I need to explain to everybody. I think Rocky will appreciate this one, where it's Squidward looking at a can, and he's like, "Wow, they have it." And it's LaCroix canned static is the caption.
LaCroix. I have heard someone pronounce that LaCroix. I think it's a Canadian way of saying it.
Yeah, well, hey, you know, I call the Matt Bill Louise, so you know, everybody's got to have their way to say it.
Is that like a regional dialect kind of thing? I think is what you guys got going on there.
I mean, you're probably right. I'm not gonna make a judgment call on that.
Let's see. Everybody on the right color team. Looks like I was successful at doing that. All right. Let me see if the teams are ready.
We're missing somebody on Rogue Knights. It looks like Knight suddenly disappeared.
Yep. It looks like her internet is going bad.
That's really unfortunate. I sense that she's going to be very unhappy about that. Yeah, I just also got a message saying that the game kicked her.
Yeah, so these people who love the well map,
we tell our Alexas to play. Oh, well, Knight has joined us.
Hi, Night Starling. Are you here to cast?
No, I clicked the wrong button.
That's fair.
Let me put you back in the right place.
Okay, thanks.
I appreciate the guest appearance.
Have fun playing Mercy. Alright, so we have Night Starling now available.
Did she make it back into the map? Let's see.
Yes, yeah, she's in the spectators currently.
Okay, let's see if... Okay, so we swap Star back out.
I think you put Star in? Yeah.
Yeah. And then Rinse is going to come back in now.
Oh, okay.
For bees.
Excuse me. All right.
That was the most difficult thing I think I've done tonight.
That's a little sad, but that it is what it is.
Mantis is ready on his side, just waiting for Cat to confirm, and we'll get to this map 5. Waiting.
Eagerly awaiting to see what sort of mystery comps that we will see here. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be probably like a McCree and a Reaper on one side, and probably like Mercy and Zenyatta, and then definitely we'll say Sigma and Zarya. That's one team. I don't know which team it is. And then on the other side, we're gonna get Soldier and Symmetra. We're gonna get Winston. We're gonna get everybody that does not say boop into the death pit. That's my guess.
I think we might see some pharmacy from Rogue Knights.
I could see it.
Looks like they're still thinking about it over there on the red team, and now they're okay. All right.
All right.
Let's not see Will.
You know, you're cursing yourself at that point, and we're going to get it first, right? I don't know if this is like a reverse psychology thing, but... Drum roll.
And
it's ruins. Okay.
it's ruins.
That ruins the experience. See Psycho already locking in the hog.
See what you did there.
Excellent. Everyone can burn with me. Screw you, Titanic 5.
All right, I saw an echo flash up for a second there on the Rogue Knight side. We'll see.
This is going to be the... If you were going to take any map to experiment, this is going to be the one. Drum roll again. Let's see. Yep, there's an echo on both sides so far. They're letting Eldritch play the Wrecking Ball. That's a choice they can make.
We do see two birds, or
it's
a
2.5 birds on Rogue Knights there, and 1.5 birds on Pizza Planet.
You can get a Diva here too, so we're gonna run like a dive with Far Echo.
Yes. Yeah.
Round one.
We'll see. I would say the comp for Pizza Planet can potentially counter that.
See how much value Sean gets on the Pharah here with Mercy with him. They're going to have to get a pick or two. Otherwise, I think Pizza Planet's going to brawl this down.
Yep, I agree.
Sigma might make that hard for the Pharah. But then again, it is Sean. And he's about to get that Mercy. Ooh, he's so close.
Oh, we'll see. Oh, and Psycho actually getting first blood onto to Night Starling, but then Sean is going to pick up Broadband, kind of the only hit scan that could really challenge him much. Ooh, Wrecking Ball squishing Insane on point there.
That was a big
Insane
pick.
immediately going to get res though.
But the Knights, I think, maybe getting out or regrouping. Let's see. Nope, there comes Night Starling in.
Screaming in there with getting supported by Cat.
Night Stalling is doing her job.
See Sean getting some picks here. Rent's getting a pick as well on Insane. And I believe... Oh, Charge Out on Eldritch is going to pick him, though. But
and
hearing that barrier go down, I think the Knights got it.
They pushed him right back out.
Almost. So close for Pizza Planet, but not quite enough. Ooh, but Ying is actually going to get blowed up. And then rest.
Sean has ult.
Ice. Oh, there's a double Reinhardt here, or at least another Reinhardt. Shatter comes in. I think that was from the faux Ryan too. That was from the fake Ryan.
No, there's a Wrecking Ball?
Echo Hamster. I sense they might just be goofing around a bit. The Reinhardt, maybe. I will give you the Reinhardt. But the Wrecking Ball, I don't know about that one,
Oh,
Chief.
wow. The mines disappear as soon as she changes back. Yeah, that's not a lot of value for that.
I feel like that can't be right.
Yeah,
that's kind of like loses the entire point of the mines, right? Like, I
mean, if she throws the Diva Bomb and she dies and goes back to Echo, does the Diva Bomb disappear?
Right. There's a lot of object permanence, or like Symmetra Shield even. Like,
yeah.
So, anyway, Eldritch dropping the real Wrecking Ball mines. The real ball, please stand up. Ults are getting thrown back and
Big
forth.
slam there. Sean is
Symphony misses, unfortunately. Diva Bomb coming down. Nobody, but this Sigma's kind of in no man's land there.
Alright, well this is a lot of pressure from the Rogue Knights. Something hard to deal with. You've got the 2.5 birds, you've got dive comp, it's just a lot going on. And if your focus fire's not like immaculate, you're gonna have a hard time.
And 90%, we see Insane switching over to the Wrecking Ball themselves. So, ooh, and there's picks going down. That was an attempt.
Sean.
Oh, wow, that ragdoll. Good God. Whew. Res does happen. Insane is back up to touch point. And there's some picks coming through for Pizza Planet now. Eldritch dropping the mines, though. Wrecking Ball is dangerous to play into that.
There's the two supports. Yep.
That's that. Eldritch kind of putting his foot down, so to speak, in ball form.
All right, we'll see if we see Lighthouse here. And if so, Pizza Planet. Yeah. And it's the Lighthouse. This is just how it is.
That's even more pressure for Pizza Planet to bring it back here, because if they want to go to the death pit, they got to win this one. They got to take it back.
It's one of the funny things about it is playing with Mantis. He got his settings on his TV. He can't actually see the words of the map when they come up, so he always has to ask which map it is. And
oh, that's funny.
He's probably grieving at this point, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with you.
All right,
but hey, this is pressure on the Pizza Planet. They want the death pit. They got to earn it.
Same comp from Rogue Knights, and then we've got some interesting stuff going on here, Pizza Planet.
So Broadband is going to be on the Widow this time, and then we see, well, Brent's immediately getting a pick onto Clean. Is not the way you want to start, and not the Psycho.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to say words, but they feel less impactful now.
I think the focus fire for Rogue Knights is just a step above.
Something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good team play. This team seems to stick together. I think, Pizza Planet side of things, they're all pretty new playing together, I think. It's, other than Rag and Mantis, I'm not sure how much these guys have played in the past. I know Insane, I think, was with Mantis a couple of seasons ago, and he's now back, but...
Yeah, I could see that being detrimental to a team, especially in a situation like this.
They're holding halfway to point at this with these chokes here.
Ooh, Eldritch with a good slam there. And so, since we have the time, to break it down, I'm not usually a big fan of the Wrecking Ball, but with how Rogue Knights is playing it, where they have, the distance fire from Sean to kind of distract, and then the Wrecking Ball, we have Eldritch can just roll on in whenever he pleases and just... Oh, no! Eldritch, you monster! He was just a boy!
Sean's going after him. Sean!
Let it be!
Sean and Ritz!
Leave the man alone! Just let it be, you monsters!
Ritz forgot he can't fly indefinitely and still went after it.
I'm sorry, that's actually funnier than them playing with their food there. Ooh, Shatter to start here. Woo! A little bit of spice to start with Pizza Planet's assault here.
Alright, well, they're putting a little pressure in this. Let's see if they can... I don't know if that's enough. No DPS on the
Valkyrie
point.
Into the res there. Manages to fly out and dodge the charge. Ooh. So we hear a Moira copy coming in from somebody.
From Ritz.
It was from Ritz? Okay, yeah, I see. It's kind of redded out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't tell if he's dead or if he's just ulting, and it looks like it's just the ult.
And that's what confused me. I'm like, was a low noon, but Eva Bomb coming in the center. That's gonna kill off Clean.
This looks like it's not gonna make it.
Lucio, Rogue, come on! You want to give him the well. No, they're just gonna say you needed to earn it and then walk away.
Just gonna say I called it.
Yeah.
Maybe if I hadn't been here, he would have had a good chance, but unfortunately...
You cast or curse the hell out of it, and Ying again!
Yep.
Third Diva play of the night.
I think he only played 3 maps, too, so...
Oh, that's a feeling bad.
Oh.
Oh, and then just... Oh, no. Damn. Ying, come on, man.
I think
They
he's
got
played
families.
I think he's played a couple of games of Diva before, it looks like.
Maybe a few. You see, but hey, it's on Clean there for that even 10k healing. You got a goal, you reach it. You don't have to exceed it.
Eldritch with 10 pile driver kills out of the 17. That's pretty good.
That's pretty impressive.
Sean just cleaned up there on the fair, and I think we're done. There's no way to bring back Ilios just to play well. So
I mean, we could technically go and just keep bringing us back and forth until we get the well, but I mean, unfortunately, audience, I am not in charge of this today, so I cannot affect that.
Let's see. Is everybody done? I see GG's from Cat, so I think that's probably it.
Yeah, that was something. I mean, Pizza Planet, it feels like they need to nail down their comps a little bit more. Clearly, they have a lot of talented players. They got individual picks, and this tends to happen a lot. We kind of get to see when it gets broken down, like which team was better coordinating their efforts and which one had a little too much individual effort. Like, you really need to work together to mash all of that individual talent into one steamrolling comp, like they did on Hanamura at the beginning, like they did at the beginning of Gibraltar when they were on defense, like stuff like that. You need to make that kind of the norm, the constant thing of like comp that you're getting.
Yeah, I mean the one time under Gibraltar, and a lot of it has to do with the map there. You really can't be spread apart, but they're really grouped up. They're really focused. Everybody's shooting at the same thing because it's right there in front of you. You can't be really anywhere else on the flank in that place. So,
right.
Yeah, and I think that's where you can kind of see.
That's what makes that choke so deadly.
Yeah, that was two of their best holds. Were under the tunnel there, and then also that last corner and right before the end of it. But hats off to Pizza Planet for biting off a team like Rogues to get some scrim time in against, because they are solid. They play together for a long time, and they bring a lot at you. It's a good way to learn, I think.
I agree. Yeah, it's always good to kind of play against a team that is pretty darn good, and that can often lead you to new discoveries. Like, for example, that completely ridiculous cheese strategy with the frickin' Lucio playing his stupid beats in the Junkrat trap. I'm still angry about that one.
Yeah. All right, well, I think you can catch this Pizza Planet team. I think this is their CGL team and Console Gaming League, and Rogue Knights are taking part in Mama's Overwatch Guild, soon to be renamed to Overwatch Oasis this season. So we'll be able to see more of these teams as everything kind of goes on. And Chaos, thanks for jumping in and for the carry tonight. Always great to work with you in the booth.
Absolutely. Hey, I don't mind jumping in every now and then. Breaks up the monotony of being restricted into my house a little bit.
Good point. Yeah, I got a captive audience here tonight too, with everybody kind of staying home. So, always fun, always good. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we'll catch you soon.